Coaches and players to the bench, please. Coaches and players to the benches. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium, the Falcons' Nest, for this, the very first game of the Victorian youth competition today between Geelong and Ballarat. It's Youth League 1. Youth League 1. We're used to calling it something else. I'd like to introduce the Geelong players to you first of all. Number 3, Kyle Belch. Number 4, Brody Nielsen. Number 13, Thomas Giordadis. Number 16, Joshua Hindle. Number 20, Sebastian Thomason. Number 27, Josiah King. Number 31, Max Koss. Number 32, Jack Dunstan. Number 36, Wang Neith. Number 37, Taylor Dow. Number 43, Ben Garrett. And number 44, Hayden Galea. Darren Hindle is the coach, assisted by Peter Daly. And for the Waverley Falcons, number 15, William Vandersilk. Number 21, Nate Malloy. Number 22, Andrew Nolla. Number 25, Cody Fredrickson. Number 30, Boy Jock. Number 31, Boy Jock. Number 32, Daniel Pete Mish. Number 34, Matthew Scammell. Number 35, Fraser Kennedy. Number 40, Golong. Number 41, Josh Kebble. And number 45, Gatulak Thong. Coached by Liz Palianis, assisted by Dave O'Neill. Would you all stand for the national... there won't be a national anthem today, so players go to the bench and come out fighting.
Come on. Shoulda had them apple bottom jean boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this live stream brought to you by Live Sport Australia of the Victorian League Youth League 1 men's game. Youth League 1. We have to get used to saying that because, of course, Waverley Falcons, who are the host team tonight, are not used to playing in this league. Since for the last 5 years they have been ensconced in the Victorian Youth Champ Division. But tonight sees them, after relegation last year, sees them coming back down into the Youth League competition itself. And the first score goes to Waverley on a 3. Geelong moving the ball round. We'll try and pick up the player numbers and get to know who the players are shortly for you. Fast break is on. That's Jack Dunstan. Got the intercept and the three-point shot. Nothing but net. It's been recovered. Now that's one of the things that as a coach you don't like to see is players trying to recover the ball like that and kicking it in back to their teammates. Far better for them to simply let the ball go out of bounds and set up their defense. Another three-point attempt, this time too long. And we are good to go there. So we'll be into that. Be back shortly. So the first score for Geelong. Waverley leads by 1 point. It is 3-2 as the two-point attempt. A long attempt goes up. That's Nate Malloy looking very trim with a crew cut there. Another three-point attempt, this time too long. Good rebound there from Daniel Pitchmeat. And Matt Scammell drives, kicks the ball out. It's gone round and just stepping out of court. It's a turnover to the Geelong Supercats. King drives. Malloy with the rebound, gets it across to his teammate. And no, poor decision there from Bowl Jock, sorry. Thought that the Geelong player was going to get his hands on it. In the end, it's a turnover after what had been a good pass from Cody Fredrickson. So a few new faces in the Falcon squad. And of course we're seeing the Geelong team for the first time here at the Falcons Nest. And what's happening here? We have, what's going on? So unfortunately, when that ball went out, it hit a spectator. So that's why the delay. Refs doing a great job there. Nice work there from the Geelong boys, but good defence there from Fredrickson. Unfortunately, passed the ball straight into a Geelong hand. Who then oh no, it got picked up for a foul on that. So timeout there to the Falcons, I think it is. And we'll see how things go. So last night, let's recap on last night. Last night was the opening round for the Victorian Youth Championship women's team. And so the very first round for the Victorian Youth Championship women and the State Championship women, both of whom came up against Ringwood. And both Ringwood teams looking in good form at the moment. Easily accounted in the youth league for the team, and in a much more spirited contest, we saw the switch. Yeah. We saw the Ringwood Hawks get up over the Falcons. Nate Malloy kicks back to the top Fredrickson, across to Malloy. Malloy drives, gets it inside to Peachmeat. And the score is good. Again, good hands there from Scammell and Fredrickson. Can't get it to drop. It's with the Falcons though, and Daniel Peachmeat again. He's got the score, and he's been fouled on the shot, so he'll go to the line. Falcons out to a 9-2 lead, with the possibility of taking it to 10. Good start from the Falcons. He misses that shot. Big rebound there from Neath. It's with Neath again. He drives. Blocked by Peachmeat. Daniel Peachmeat has been in everything so far. Rebounds, scores, putbacks, and now block shots. .5:31 to go in this first quarter. If you are on the stream and you're experiencing difficulties, our apologies. We are also experiencing internet connectivity issues here as well. Really struggling to get bandwidth here today. We apologise as Cody Fredrickson drives and is fouled. That's the third team foul on Geelong. It's with Scammell into Peachmeat. He turns, props, pulls up. This time it doesn't go. Great rebound there in front there from Hindle. He's been good so far. He can't get the three-pointer drop, but good rebound there and a putback. Great putback there from number 37, Taylor Dow. Here's Fredrickson. Hands across to his teammate, who nearly loses it, but controls it enough to get it back to him. And it's with a great drive there from Nate Malloy. The older players in the Falcons lineup showing their experience in the previous seasons in the Victorian Youth Championship division. As Dow drove baseline, reverse layup, scored, and was fouled in the process. Daniel Pitchmeat sitting down. So he really has been in the action. He gave away that foul. And conversion attempt not on. So score is 11-6 with 4:22 to go. Falcons have rung some changes. Andrew Noller in for Matt Scammell. And Boy Jock has come in for Peachmeat, Daniel Peachmeat. Hindle. His three-point attempt doesn't go, but great rebound. And here's Hindle almost putting in the layup. So Falcons not boxing out on that occasion. Gave away three, and there's a travel from Malloy. Good call from the ref on that one. Falcons do need to box these Geelong players out a lot more firmly than they're doing at the moment. They've given away too many offensive boards. Baluch back over to Hindle. Down into the corner. It's Dow. Dow very strong at the basket. Has drawn a foul from Boy Jock. So again, if you're watching the stream, we apologise for the lack of connectivity. And again, 3 offensive rebounds, and Georgiadis puts the basket in. Geelong is coming back into this game. It is 11-8, Falcons' way. And this time Dow has fouled, reaching in. So 4th team foul for Geelong. And Fredrickson kicks it across. 3-point shot doesn't go, but good rebound there. This time it's Boy Jock who gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Falcons out, 13-8. Good defense then from the Falcons. Fredrickson are liking him. Gets across to Nola. Nola should have looked at that. And again, there's an example, again, this time from the Falcons, about why you don't try and recover that ball going out of court like that. Because down the other end, second personal foul on him. Boy Jock has fouled and really at this point should be coming out of the game. And I think he is. Into the game will come Geelong. Fredrickson also sitting down and Gadalak Thong replacing him. Well, interestingly, Coach Ilias Polianis has decided to leave Boyjock on court on 2, and it's his brother Boljock that's sitting down. So our stream seems to re-establish itself, so hopefully you are able to watch the stream. We'll be advertising these streams on the Live Sports Australia Facebook page as well as Falcons TV. In the near future, but we're not going to do that just yet until we sort out our internet connectivity issues. This stage of the season, it's always a fraught. Falcons running multiple handoffs. And this time there's been an offensive foul. This time on Gatlok Thong, who are hooking as he turned the corner there. So both teams on 4 team fouls. We'll be going to the line in any other foul. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. And again, another offensive board to Geelong. Balach working hard, pulls up, jumper, it's not going to go. Now, again, this time Balach has fouled, so Gadalak Thong will go to the line. He makes his first, looking to extend this lead out for quarter time with 52.9 seconds to go in this quarter. And the Geelong player slipped on the ground. That's Geoardis. Again, nice ball movement from Geelong players. Oh, that should have been a foul, and it was. A little bit late on the call there, but Will Vandersilk will go to the line. It's a 6-point lead to the Falcons at the moment. This to potentially bring it back out to an 8-point, which is where they were early in the game. No, it's only going perhaps only 7. It will stay at 6. Maybe not, because with that offensive rebound and shot attempt, we've got Gadalak Thong going back to the line. Still 30 seconds on the shot clock, game clock I should say. He makes his first 7-point lead. And the second. And Geelong has turned it over, stepped out of bounds. And poor ball handling there. Sees the Falcons with an 8-point lead at quarter time. We'll be back shortly, leaving you with a few of the highlights from the first quarter. Welcome back for the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And again, hopefully our stream is staying up for you. For those that have just joined us, Waverley with an 8-point lead over the Super Cats. Make that a 10-point lead as Geelong converts. Again, they're putting a lot of pressure down the court on the Geelong players. But a great basket there from number 27, Josiah King. That's the danger of that full court press, is that if you don't rotate back once the pass is gone, you leave yourself open on the baseline. And Boy Jock bullocking his way to the line, to the basket, scores and is now looking to make it a 3-point play. So what has Geelong coach David Hindle got up his sleeve for this next quarter? They really don't want to let the Falcons keep accelerating away. Poor shot attempt there from Jock. Meath kicks the ball around to Dunstan. It's back in the corner. Again, Falcons defending way too low on that outside shooter. And as a result, King nails another basket. It's back to 6 points. Nola coming off the screen. Finds his way through the gap, but ends up throwing the ball out of court. Another turnover. So the turnover count to Waverley, 7 and 5 to the Geelong Super Cats. Great ball movement and vision there from the Geelong players. Basket converted by Max Koss. Geelong. Can't get it to go, and there was a whistle on the play. It was an offensive foul. So, both teams on 1 foul each. Disappointing stat for the Falcons that it has been 2, and they've had 2, I think maybe even 3 offensive fouls at this stage. They do need to cut that out. And there's another foul on Daniel Pitchmeat. Dunstan saw a gap between the Falcons players, squeezed his way through, and Pitchmeat just simply coming over the top, caught his arm. Dunstan converts the first. And makes a second. And refs wanting the 24-second shot clock reset. Falcons have the ball in the hands of Pitchmeat, who was excellent in the first quarter. Scammell can't get it to go, but there's a rebound to Gadlak Thong. Falcons a very small lineup at the moment as Vandersilk gets the ball across, and luckily for the Falcons, Geelong has fouled Golong. That's given them another 14 seconds. They were down within the last 4. Galich back into Pitchmeat. He loses control of the ball. Geelong has adjusted to him down low. They're now double teaming him every time he gets the ball. Scammell pulls up. Ball doesn't go. Vandersilk can't get it there. Now it's with Pitchmeat. Back out to Golong. His shot doesn't go. Pitchmeat is lucky not to have got a foul called against him on that play. And again, there's that outside shooter left alone. Golong into Vandersilk. Back out to Pitchmeat. Now Golong. He drives. Beautifully done from the young man. He is so quick when he sees that opportunity to get to the basket. And again, Geelong has let that happen 3 times. Again, just simply not committing to picking the ball up there, the Falcons. Geelong is. Again, an outside shot is good from Dunstan. 3 points. It's back to a 2-point game. 22-20. Waverley has been squandering their offensive opportunities. And this time it's a hold against Red as Golong turned the corner. Tried to get around the defence. So Geelong on 3 team fouls. Falcons on 2. So with his first shot of the game, Joshua Kebbell almost hits the 3-point. Just a little bit short. Fell off the front of the ring. Nyeth, his shot also a little short. Nate Malloy drives. No mistake there from Malloy. Falcon coach imploring his players to get a stop, and again leaving the the offensive player too much room. The Geelong boys are very good at getting the shot up. If they see a little bit of space there, they will give it a bit of a heave. And the Falcons need to adjust to this. They need to be closing out on the pass and not the catch. It's with Malloy into Peace Meach. It's going to be knocked out of court by the Geelong player. So baseline ball to the Falcons. Right in the corner. And as Cody Fredrickson puts up a little jumper, he's been fouled by, I think it was Dow. So he will go to the line. Can the Falcons get this lead back? Now, if Geelong can actually manage to keep this pressure up, and with 4 minutes and 44 to go, manage to get back to within 2 or 4 for this quarter, they would be very, very pleased going into the half-time. And it would certainly mean that the Falcons coach, Elias Palianos, has got a lot of thinking to do at half-time. Matt Scammell's reverse layup, too ambitious. And Hindle at the top, kicks the ball around. It's with Dow. Dow works his way through traffic, and Thomason finishes the shot off. Good no calls from the refs there, letting the guys play, but this time it's a definite foul. Brody Nielsen. Reaching in and then following it up with a shove on his hips, and that's the 5th team foul. So Matt Scammell goes to the line. Now, with just on 4 minutes to go, this is something that the Falcons need to take advantage of. They are only on 2 team fouls, and the Supercats have very quickly rocketed into bonus territory. As Scammell re-establishes the lead out to 6 points. Falcons are coming back. They're running a 3-2. And Dow, too big, too strong, too good. 2 points. Again, Elias Palianos selecting to go with a very short lineup at this stage. Daniel Peace-Mitch not able to convert. Neither was the Geelong player down the other end as well, with a no-look pass. Slightly ill-directed. Scammell looking to get it through the tall timber, not successful. So we've seen 3 turnovers there, and Dow again, too big, too strong. Another 2 points. Fredrickson at the top. It's back to a 2-point lead. And it's been down to Dow in the last 2 plays, as he comes down and trails. Giordano's. So Tomlinson perhaps a bit ambitious on that one. He had Dow at the top. Dow was unmarked. And this time, much better movement there from the Falcons. Poor defensive vision from the Supercats, and a 2-point play. Buffer out to 4 points. 2 minutes to go. So the Falcons have spent the last 2 minutes not taking advantage of that foul count. So what we might do is try and get a catch up with some of the things that are going on around the league. Again, we apologise if you are watching, like Christine Kennedy from Queensland. And you're experiencing some dropouts. We apologise. That's the flaky nature of the internet connectivity, unfortunately, at the moment. Pre-NBN connectivity as Bock gets the rebound. Jock, sorry, I should say Bowl Jock. It's with Malloy. He gets it to Fredrickson into Jock. Now a kick to the top of the key. Shot has to go up. Andrew Noller unable to get the offensive rebound. And good transition sees Giordanis score the 2 points. So we're back to a 2-point game. Falcons not able to use that timeout as effectively as Geelong did, and we see another offensive foul on the Falcons. My count, I think that's the number 4. Nate Malloy, reverse layup is good. Back out to 4 points. 46 seconds to go until half time. And good defense from the Falcons. Well, bit unfortunate there for Hindle. The Falcons player stumbled, and in the course of that just slowed down enough that Hindle literally ran into his back, well, to his side really, and just made the contact. So that was unfortunate, but the call was there. And Boy Jock nails the free throw. Doesn't get the second. Andrew Noller not able to tip it out, but almost gets the steal though. As Neath kicks the ball to Thompson. It's a turnover. Falcons have got 18.4 seconds to do something before half time. 5-point lead. And we're now down under 10 seconds. Fredrickson pulls up, doesn't go. And the 3-point Hail Mary from Thomason, slightly off target. We'll leave you with a few of the highlights of that quarter, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still struggling with our stream. We apologise for that. We'll get this game up on the internet, on the YouTube channel as soon as we can. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do with the telco issues from this stadium as we see the Falcons nail a three. And again, defensive lapse by the Falcons sees Dunson just come straight down the middle of the court. Hardly had to move at all to get around the defense of the Falcons. As Fredrickson drops it short. However, gets his fingers on the pass and has a chance to redeem himself. Nola gets it up. Jock, rebound out to Malloy. Malloy's 3-point is good. So the Falcons have started in a flurry. They do need a stop here. Do not want to let that pressure that they've applied and that's not the way to do it. So they needed to keep the pressure on. And the basket waved away. Good ball movement. Good ball movement from the Falcons players. But too long in the key. Now, the ball did not go in, and there's been a double foul. So, double foul, both players wrestling for position in the key there. So Dow and Boy Jock both pick up a foul. So both team foul, one each. And again, interesting decision making there by Jock, trying to drive the key, lost control of the ball, but as Dow reached to try and get the ball, he fouled and he's now off the court. Falcons not able to capitalise on that move. Galea back out to his teammate and Koss. Koss pulls up, doesn't get it to go. Fredrickson with the rebound. He has been good. Liking him. Good screen. And Cody Fredrickson drops it in over the top of the tall timbers from Geelong. Malloy turns the corner, spins, gets it out to his teammate in Nola. Nola up back to Fredrickson. Fredrickson pulls up, another two. It's an 11-point gap, and it's a timeout to the Geelong players. We're going to take a quick break. We'll try and re-establish the stream for you. It is a little bit patchy, but we'll be back in a very short period of time. Okay, we are back, and hopefully the stream is up again. So, big shout out there to Christine Kennedy up in Queensland, who's watching on. And what you'll be seeing there, Christine, is that the Falcons are up 43-32. Three-shot attempt, no good. Nola with the rebound. Gets it across to Jock. This is Bold Jock. And getting the hands on it, knocking it out of court, was number 20 for Geelong. That was Sebastian Tomlinson. Malloy kicks it back up the top to Fredrickson. Fredrickson just trying to create some space for himself. Finds his way to the basket. Another two. Another two. He has been doing extremely well. Now, at half-time, Fredrickson was only shooting at 20%. I think that's the right thing. So he was 1 out of 5. But I'll tell you what, as Andrew Nola picks up another two, and Fredrickson stops that ball from progressing down the court. He has certainly picked up his game. Falcons out to a 15-point lead. This is where they should have been at half-time, but they let Geelong back into the game. So are we going to see a repeat of the first half? And there's just a poor foul there from Boy Jock. That's his third. King is calling for a screen. Gets the ball across to Barrett. That was probably not the best passage of play there for Geelong. The shot was on, but nobody crashed the boards there. And Fredrickson playing fantastically at the moment. Gets the ball across to Malloy. Malloy's three-point attempt is good. He's enjoying himself, is Nate Malloy. Lets Dunson get past him though. And the three-point attempt from the corner from Barrett is excellent. Fredrickson. Through the legs, gets it back to Malloy. Malloy fakes, drives, kicks it out to Nola. Nola. 3 points. Good. Suddenly, the Falcons are coming alive from the three-point territory. And they do look a lot better with a slightly taller lineup. And taking full advantage of the fact that Taylor Dow, who is probably the real strength for AS, there you go, there's a foul. And unfortunately an injury as well. So Josiah King looking in quite a bit of trouble at the moment. I think he's twisted his foot by landing on someone else's foot. Nola couldn't get that to sink, and again, bad pass to the cutting Barrett. Sees a turnover to the Falcons. And again, poor defense then from the Falcons. Allowed the Geodatus room to just simply waltz into the key, and Geodatus picks up another steal. Good hands. He's now in trouble though, and his pass overthrown. Barrett couldn't hang on to it. .234 to go in this quarter. Again, we apologise that the stream has not been as stable as we would like it to have been. But we hope those of you who are able to watch are enjoying this game. But certainly the crowd in the audience, crowd in the stadium are. And this time, some ill discipline from the Falcons player sends Ninth to the line. And that's forced a change to the Falcons lineup with Van Silk back on, along with Scammell and Thong. So Matt Scammell, good pass inside, but not. The player was not ready for it, and it's forced. Resulted in a turnover. Poor shot there for Belch. He was appealing for a foul, but there was absolutely no one around him when he put the shot up. Beachmeat can't get it to drop. Neath with a height advantage. Kicks it back out to Ballach. This time Ballach pulls up. Little jumper, too short. Beachmeat knocks it out to Geelong. Geelong back to Scammell. Falcons with under a minute to go are holding on to a 13-point lead. Scammell's shot no good. Geodatus with the rebound. Gets it back to Hindle. Hindle now looking for Ballach. A pull-up jumper. Short. Geelong with the rebound. He's driving down the floor. He's got Peachmeat on the outside. Gets across to Scammell. Scammel's open. And there's a whistle on that rebound. It's going to be against the Falcons. That's the fourth team foul for the Falcons. 24 seconds to go. 3 team fouls on Geelong. So Falcons in a 2-3 zone. And Hindle nails the 3, so it's back to 10 points. Peachmeat can't get it to drop. At three-quarter time, Falcons 53, Geelong 43. We'll take a short break and be back with you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter here. Fourth period at the Falcons' Nest. Falcons up by 10. Make that 12. No, make that 10. As Matt Scammell's finger roll didn't go. Thong with his fingers on the pass stopped that being a certain 2 points for the Super Cats. Again, Falcons staying in a, well, it looks like a bit more of a matchup zone than anything else. Giordardis couldn't get the ball to go. Good rebound there to Geelong. Scammell. Geelong puts it up and in. Somehow juggled the ball as he turned. There was a lot of pressure on him there from the defensive player. Giordardis. Oh, great three-point shot from North. And again, this has been the same thing that we saw in the first half, particularly through that second quarter where Geelong got back into the game, where the Falcons players were not getting out early enough on the three-point shooters. And what's been very obvious all game is that Geelong, just about every player at Geelong is prepared to put the ball up if they're given half an inch. And having said that, there's Hindle doing exactly that. Ball has gone out off Vandersilk for Waverley, so Giordardis will bring the ball in. Running across set. And Daniel Peachmeat has fouled Neath as he goes to the line, goes to the basket, so he'll go to the line. Shooting two. That will be the second on Daniel. First team foul for the Falcons. And he makes the first. 46 plays 55. Well, I should say the other way around, really. Couldn't get the second to go, but Giordardis can get the ball back and he gets the rebound. Now the Falcons should have simply boxed that out. That is inexcusable. They are very small on court at the moment, Vandersilk being really their only big. And Coach Elias Palianis has realised that he needs more height on there, so he's rotated. There you go. Again, defensive laps from Geelong. Good vision, though, from the Falcons player and inbounding the ball. Hindle can't get the ball to drop. And now there's a foul. It'll be on Thong, I believe. Yep. Just reaching over the top as he tried to intercept that ball. Second team foul for the Falcons. It's Thong's third. Thong with the intercept. Geelong now. He has Malloy on the at the top. He gets it across there. And now he drives and scores. Good player, Geelong. Of course, the Geelong family, very familiar around here. Geelong and cousin of Emmanuel. who of course played Falcons for quite some time. Pat, his brother. And Judo, that'll be a travel. No, it's a jump ball. Well. Okay. The Geelong coach thought the same as I did, that the travel was in there, but they're saying that the jump ball came first. Poor pass in there from Nate Malloy at Thong's feet. Resulted in a turnover. It's a 10-point game. 6.5 minutes to go. Our stream is back up again. The vagaries of the internet never cease to amaze me. So it's now stable. So again, Christine, I hope that you're able to see that. 3-point is good from Balach, I think it is. As Malloy drives, gets the ball to go long. It drops. It drops. Hindle. So it was Koss that got the 3-point earlier. He gets the ball across to Ninth. Back to Hindle. Now, the Falcons player, too worried about watching for the screen. Koss had plenty of time to put it up, but he decided instead to take advantage of the lack of attention. Came off the screen and floated it in. Goal on into the big in Jock. He can't get it to go against the traffic. So Giordanis with good help from Nyath. And of course, back into the game has been the man who was quite dominant through the first half for Geelong, and that was Dow. Stepped out of court, turn over to the Falcons. 5 minutes to go. The lead has dropped to 6 points. So Geelong not going away. Well, did the Falcons need that? Understatement of the year there. It's back to 10. So my maths was wrong before as Nola puts it up, gets the intercept and the steal. And Nyath says, I'm going to do something about this. Back down to a 10-point lead. 4:23 to go. Nate Malloy receiving the ball from Fredrickson. And again, it's another timeout, this time to the Geelong Supercats. We'll be back very, very shortly. But keep 4:13 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up at 2:30. So we are on track. Will be the state champ men's team. The third game this weekend against Ringwood Hawks as Dow finds a way to the basket. It's back to 10. Last night, as we mentioned earlier in the call, the state champ women lost to Ringwood. The Victorian youth champ women lost to Ringwood. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the state champ men go against Ringwood, the reigning champions. Ringwood going for a three-peat this year. And some great work there from Dow has resulted in a foul. Again, this time on Boy Jock. And just waiting to see how many fouls he's got. I think that's his fourth. And indeed it is. And he makes that. So Dow continuing on. The disappointing thing for Geelong is that at three-quarter time, Dow had only been able to play 9 minutes. He'd been shooting at 50% at that stage and had picked up 3 rebounds. But that understates his influence on the game, particularly in that second quarter. And there it is again. Look at that. Really loving what I'm seeing from him. As we see the Ringwood players rolling into the stadium. And Nate Malloy picks up another trip to the foul line. Team foul count standing at 3 for the Falcons, 2 for Geelong with 2:28 to go. No real concerns there at the moment. Falcons extending the press. Lloyd with the rebound. It's fallen into Peachmeat's hands. He's got it back to Fredrickson. So we're almost back to our starting lineup there for the Falcons. It's into Peachmeat. It's working on Dow. And gets under Dow's arm. Dow dropped the arm down and he is off the court. That'll be his 5th, I believe. So this resurgence from Geelong, I think, is about to evaporate in the last 2 minutes of the game. 75-61. Timeout to Geelong. We'll be back shortly. So, great thanks to our Live Sport Australia crew here. Jaira, Michelle and Hugh. I hope you're enjoying this contest between the Geelong Supercats and the Waverley Falcons. Again, reiterating that the Falcons are up 75-61 with 1:56 to go. Both teams on 3 team fouls. Daniel Peachmead at the line to take the score out for the Falcons. Doesn't get it to drop, but Andrew Nola can. And now extending the pressure down the court, but tell you what, there it is. Koss pulls up, can't get it to go. But there's an example of the Geelong players being very quick on the catch and release. And now Koss has worried Nola out of the ball. And that should have almost been a travel there, but he got away with it. Malloy with the rebound, gets it to Nola. Nola to Fredrickson. Back out there, so Falcons quite prepared to wind the clock down at this point in time. And in the back, should have got a call. Ref's just out of position on that one. Another catch and release this time. And again, Peachmead not aware that the Geelong player was right behind him, and none of the Falcons teammates, his Falcon teammates, were communicating. So there has to be more talk on court. And onto the court, Christine, is Fraser Kennedy for his first run. Gets the ball back to Fredrickson. He can't get it to go. That was a Koss with a nice little finger roll over the much taller player in Kennedy. Kennedy gets it across to Thong, and Thong has run into a brick wall called Barrett. So Ben Barrett picks up a foul. 5th team foul now on the Geelong Supercats. 77 plays 65. Thong at the line. In and out. With 22 seconds to go in this period, Falcons will take this game. Much needed win for them as they start their campaign. That should have been a foul on Koss. On Fredrickson. Fraser Kennedy pulls up. Jumper. Just a little short there. Hard to come on after sitting on the bench for the majority of the game and be able to find the touch. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. The last basket waved away. Waverley wins 78-65. We'll be back in about half an hour's time to bring you the state champ men's game, Waverley Falcons versus the Ringwood Hawks. We'll leave you with a few replays of the game.